1940, MGM dropped the 9-minute masterpiece called Puss Gets the Boot, directed by Hanna-Barbera. This marked the beginning of one of my favorite cartoons ever, Tom and Jerry. Originally, they were going to call it Jasper and Jinx, but thank God they didn't because that sounds awful. Sorry if your name is Jasper, but it's definitely not as iconic as Tom.
Jasper! Jasper!
Back in the early 2000s, I was introduced to Tom and Jerry, like most kids, by my parents trying to distract me from being an annoying little brat.
Thomas? That you messing around in the kitchen?
I fell in love with the show to the point where my dad recorded a lot of the episodes on good old VHS tapes, alongside episodes from Courage the Cowardly Dog, just so I could watch them whenever I wanted. I remember the good old days when you didn't need to pay for 10 different subscriptions to watch your favorite shows. All you needed was a CRT TV and Cartoon Network to enjoy your day in peace. Now, with that little intro done, today I'm going to answer the question of what made Tom and Jerry so good. I'm only going to talk about the original show that was written and directed by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera because it's my favorite one, and I feel like the quality dropped in everything that came afterward, which made it lose its charm. First, let's talk about the characters. Of course, we have the main characters, Tom the Cat and Jerry the Mouse. When I was a kid, I saw Tom as the villain of the show, which made me hate him because he was always chasing Jerry, trying to hurt him.
Your whole life was spent persecuting an innocent little mouse. With a record like that, I can't let you through.
But as I grew up, I started siding with Tom because that little mouse used to do everything to ruin Tom's day. He is just like your annoying little sibling who always tries to annoy you until you snap and try to get him back, which gets you in trouble. There's also Mammy Two Shoes, who owns Tom. We only see her from the waist down, which makes her more iconic. When I was a kid, I always dreamed about knowing what she looked like. Pretty sure my dumbass tried to look at the screen from different angles trying to see her face.
A party? At my house? Excuse me?
Most of the time, she disciplines Tom for failing to catch Jerry or for ruining her house.
Thomas! Why, you two-timing, double-crossing, no good cheat! Get out! Yeah!
We also have Spike, the dog who's definitely not gonna bite you, but he might knock you out. Spike is built different. This dog never misses a day at the gym. Spike hates Tom and loves his adorable son, Tyke. If anyone tries to hurt his son, they're getting destroyed. Other than protecting his boy, all Spike wants is to chill and have some bones.
Let's be pals. Buddies, what do you say?
Then there's Butch, a stray cat portrayed as Tom's rival. He's always competing for food, catching Jerry, or winning a lady's heart. I hated him because he was always ruining Tom's attempts. Speaking of the ladies, we have a beautiful white cat called Toodles. Tom always tried to get her to fall in love with him, but always failed because of Jerry or Butch. One of my favorite episodes that I still remember is Solid Serenade, where Tom tries to impress Toodles by singing for her, but ends up failing because of Spike and Jerry.
I love you.
The last character I want to talk about is Quacker. I remember he was so damn cute, but also an idiot. He trusted everyone, including Tom, who always wanted to taste him. I mean, at one point he thought Tom was his mom. He's a doofus, but I love him.
Mommy, my mommy, my dear sweet mommy.
There are more characters that made the show so much better, but I'm not going to talk about them because I want the video to be short. What makes all these characters so great is that they all felt different and unique. Their personalities can change from one episode to another. They all had amazing facial expressions, which took Tom and Jerry to the next level and made it so damn good. Whether it was being angry, getting hurt, or laughing, their expressions were incredible. The attention to detail in capturing these emotions made everything 10 times funnier. All these cool characters wouldn't have been enough to make Tom and Jerry one of the best cartoons ever. It's just a show about a cat chasing a mouse. After all, what made me fall in love with the show was the fun music and sound effects that were perfect for every single shot and story, which made the lack of dialogue go unnoticed. If Tom and Jerry talked all the time, it would have probably ruined the show. I'm sure I could just chill all day listening to the show's music and sound effects without getting bored. That's how perfect it was.
Is you is or is you ain't my baby?
Now let's talk a bit about the animation. I watched a lot of Tom and Jerry growing up, and honestly, the original one had the best animation in my opinion. Maybe it's just me, but I really love hand-drawn cartoons. They feel so much better. I don't mind the modern Tom and Jerry, but I don't really enjoy watching it. I feel like it lost a lot of what made me fall in love with Tom and Jerry. Everything in the show is colorful and full of details. The background and theme of each episode were amazing and felt different and refreshing every time. The show focuses on visual humor. If Jerry is pranking Tom, we know exactly what's happening just by looking at the screen without needing anyone to tell us. This made the show fun for everyone around the world, which was pretty important for me because back then, I didn't really understand English at all. Hanna and Barbera knew how to effectively use comedy in the show. The timing and editing of everything were pretty amazing. Everyone who worked on the show made sure that whoever was watching was going to have a great time. All that combined made Tom and Jerry fun for everyone, no matter how old they are. As a kid, I hated Tom. As a teen, I hated Jerry. Now, I just love them both. I can imagine myself being in my 80s someday, just watching Tom and Jerry and laughing like a little kid, then probably taking a nap because I'd be tired all the time. There are a lot of episodes that I still remember, so I can't really choose a favorite one, but I do love Muscle Beach Tom, where Tom takes his girl to the beach and ruins Jerry's day while his girl starts checking out the bodybuilders. Well, that's about it. I don't know what else to add other than I love Tom and Jerry and hope you enjoyed this boring video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.